New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern will join today's National Cabinet meeting to discuss the possibility of a travel bubble between Australia and New Zealand.
For more on this, we're joined by Lonely Planet travel expert Chris Zire. Chris, very good morning to you. How will this work?
Yeah, it's really interesting. So Australians make up something like 40% of New Zealand inbound travel, and Australians and Kiwis actually make up about 15% of inbound travel to Australia. So it makes sense in terms of trying to rejig our travel economies that the two countries kind of work together in terms of making this kind of bubble work. However, the big sticking point for whether flights are going to recommence between the two countries will be the 14-day self-quarantine. So the jury's kind of out on what that actually means, and it could actually result in us actually having to take COVID-19 tests at the airport as a prerequisite for boarding. But all these things are going to be discussed between the two prime ministers over the coming days. They're suggesting that flights may start as early as August to catch the end of the ski season, but the logical timeframe is probably the September school holidays.
So now that we know that some international travel is going to happen, when do you think domestic travel will restart?
That's going to occur a lot earlier. So we're thinking absolutely July is a really good time to start planning your trips. Could be as early as even June for a couple of little micro trips in your own state. So first of all, we'll see a couple of trends emerge, the big one being drive holidays. So as we're unaware of when flights are necessarily going to recommence domestically, a lot of people are going to be jumping in their car and doing a little state-based trips. And then as borders and restrictions for borders relax, then we'll see much more interstate hopping. We'll see a lot of more short stays or mini breaks. So instead of people taking 2 to 3 week holidays, we'll see them taking 3 or 4 day holidays instead. And we're all going to want to get outdoors a lot more. So we'll see things like coastal towns or small towns really increasing in popularity as we try to avoid big cities and crowds. We'll also be wanting to get outdoors and go camping and hiking because we've been so cooped up for so long that we'll really want to get out there and get some fresh air. The other thing is flight bargains. Where Qantas is on record yesterday saying there's going to be some stellar flight bargains in the mix.
Do you also have some bargains for our viewers this morning?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're already seeing a lot of places like Stays, for instance, which is a great kind of self-rental site, suggesting that we can stay for as low as $20 a night in places like Melbourne and on the Gold Coast, and for $29 a night in Cairns. The Accor Group is also really pushing some great bargains for Sydney residents, $150 per night there, and for those that are in Canberra and the ACT, $95 a night for a stay within one of the Accor group of hotels. So some great bargains to be had, all from July onwards.
Oh, we can't wait for restrictions to
One
ease a little bit. Yeah, seems so far away. All right, Chris, we'll speak to you later on, mate.